Hi guys, my name is Chris. I'm here to have an open discussion with you guys to learn about abandoned buildings and different abandoned things up in the New York State area. So currently, I am looking into a place right now. It is called the Mid Orange Correctional Facility. Um, so far as we know right now, um, the correctional facility is no longer open at this moment and it is closed. So we will get more into detail of when it closed and why. Um, I just wanted to come on here, introduce myself, um, and so guys, there's this place called the Mid Orange Correctional Facility. It's currently in upstate New York. Um, it's located at 255 State School Road. It's actually in Warwick, New York. So just a little bit into it. So they opened up about 1976. It was a real crowded place. It was a lot of violent things going on. So as they, the captivity for the prison for inmates full was about 750 inmates. So they ended up going over the capacity most of the time. Their capacity was more on like far as inmates. It was more of like 1,000 inmates. So that's quite a bit extra. So in the 1980s, there was actually like a very big drug boom within the prison walls. Pretty much everybody was selling drugs. There was a lot more drugs coming in than there was in the times that that currently was. So before the prison actually became a prison in 1976, that's when it opened up as a prison. I'm not sure of the year, but I know before the time of 1976, it happened to be an all-boys school. So it got converted from an all-boys school first into a prison. So, that's a very nice fun fact. So there was a lot of things that used to go on, and one of the things that I want to get into was, not only was there a drug problem in the 1980s, so there was a part of this prison, the Mid Orange Correctional Facility. So they had a part where they would isolate all inmates who were sick. A lot of inmates within that time, it was a good majority of inmates who ended up getting tested and ended up testing positive for AIDS. And basically they would isolate all of those inmates in a certain part of the prison, and they were kind of just like treat them bad. They kind of really would just let them kind of die off. And it's kind of crazy to hear. you know so also, well, is around 1979. So there wasn't like a huge brawl within the prison or anything like that. It doesn't share exactly the information of what exactly happened within within this time of 1979. But there was a guard strike, and all the guards ended up going on strike. They weren't working. They weren't coming to work. They had to call in the military. The military ended up working in the prison as pretty much the guards for the real guards that were on strike. And you know, it was pretty wild because it went on for a little while, and I don't think they ever recovered, off of just the guard strike. On top of a lot of other things going on, as far as drugs going on, gang politics and, different stuff like that. Yeah, and it was by the way, it was a medium security prison. So it wasn't even a max. It was a medium security prison. I was hoping to get the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility on video, and give you guys more of a live, real peek of it. However, I did my research. I couldn't do that within far as today. The Mid-Orange Correctional Facility is no longer a structure at all. They actually demolished it. I think I know it closed in 2011, so I'm not sure if they demolished it in 2011, but it doesn't say the exact year when it was demolished, but I know exactly the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility closed in the year of 2011. And that was the end of that chapter. It was a wild place. It was a real wild place. But that pretty much sums it up, guys. I got more videos coming for you guys. I would ask you to like and subscribe. And these are just one of my channels where I'm just gonna put stories out for all the things that existed, far as abandoned buildings or anything like that, prisons, anything of that kind of nature. So I'm originally Explorer, and I'm gonna have videos of other things for you guys coming soon. As you guys stay tuned, we got some projects on the way of being filmed, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. I got more stories coming as well, about more information about different places that is no longer there because they got demolition and they're no longer there. So guys, thank you for just taking the time out to listen and hear me out. Thank you, guys. My name is Chris. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Thank you.